We are sponsored by Soho Bistro and Lounge.
Good morning, listeners, and welcome back to another episode of Talk About It with Sam, where we discuss today's current events, life, health, wealth, and lifestyle. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more content. We have so much more to come. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the next episode of Talk About It with Sam. Today, I am going to be interviewing a good friend of mine, Thaliah, who is also on a very similar fitness and wellness journey. Hi, Thaliah. How are you today?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good, thanks. Thanks so much for hopping on with me.
Of course, of course.
So, Thaliah, I was very intrigued to bring you on and to do an interview with you because you, just like myself, are on a very similar journey when it comes to like fitness and just like overall wellness. Can you tell us what it was that started you on your wellness and fitness journey?
Yeah. I think like 3 years ago now, I'd never lifted weights before. Me and my cousin realized that we were obviously getting old and gaining weight. He had just had his daughter. So he wanted to like start going to the gym. So we just started off by like doing cardio. We probably did that for probably like 3 months, just straight cardio, no lifting. And then we invested in a trainer at the YMCA in Lynn. And then we started lifting and then we liked it. And then from there, we just kept on going. Yeah, that's how we got started. Just at the YMCA, just started off doing cardio, not really having a plan, no meal plan, just straight cardio princesses and took off from there.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So you just kind of like taught yourself like how to gain muscle and to lift just from the start of doing cardio?
No, that was just like I was just going into it blind and just like I've like obviously from like social media, like you'd think that like cardio is what helps you lose weight. So like we were just like, oh, let's just go to the gym. We don't know what to do at the gym. So let's get on the elliptical and let's just stay on the elliptical for 45, 50 minutes and then go home, or let's go play some basketball, or just like things to get our bodies moving. We weren't really thinking about lifting weights. It wasn't until I hired a trainer that I started lifting like I started doing like low weights with high reps, and then like as I progressed, I think I've been through like I'm on my third trainer right now, and this trainer is like more strength based. So it wasn't up until a year ago that I started like actually lifting weights and like worrying about form and things like that. So before it was just kind of like get the body moving, just move.
Yeah, that's awesome though, because it's all part of the journey, right? Like you start
Yes, yeah,
something and you're never like super experienced in anything. Everybody has to start somewhere and kind of just like move through it and just like figure it out, which it sounds like you did great. And whenever you needed help, you went and got yourself a trainer, which is perfect. How much
yeah,
weight
yeah.
have you lost?
How much weight have I lost? So that's the funny part. When I first started 3 years ago, I weighed in at like 145. Now I weigh 158, but I have a lot more muscle than I do fat. Like the 158 looks better on me than the 145 did. So
I'm
the
so glad
scale
that you just said
is
that.
the scale is just like the scale is just a scale. I think it depends how your clothes fit, how you feel, your energy level, and things like that. Yeah, I didn't look
Absolutely,
at
absolutely
it.
agree.
The scale is just a scale. That's all it is.
And
It's
then
just a
because
number.
muscle weighs more than fat, I think a lot of people get fixated on the number. I know for the longest time I was too, because I have like a certain outcome goal. Like I want my body to look a certain way at a certain weight. And I know
Yes.
what it's going to take to do that. But sometimes we get so fixated on the number that we forget that there's way more than goes into it than just the number on the scale. Like you were
Yeah.
saying, like you are so comfortable with your body at 158 versus 145 because now you have a toned body, you're building muscle, and you're reducing your fat at the same time. So like that might look different on everyone. That
Yeah.
158 on you would look completely different than it would on me. And that's really important, I think, for people to realize too.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Like right now my target weight is basically 145, but definitely a different 145 than what I was. Like I want to be 145 and be able to leg press 4 plates. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's different.
Word, word. What about nutrition? Have you incorporated like a nutritional diet?
Yeah. I don't have like the macros in whatever. My trainer just I'm on a coaching plan, so my trainer gives me like the measurements and what to eat. Um right now I'm just like there's no substitutions. It's just like in the morning I eat protein oatmeal. Then I do 3 meals a day, morning protein oatmeal, 40 grams of oats, 1 scoop of protein, and a banana. And then for lunch, I do 112 grams of chicken breast, and then 75 grams of rice, 50 grams of beans, and then 50 grams of peppers. I usually just turn that into a fajita. And then for dinner, I do 112 grams of 96% lean ground beef or above, or I'll do ground turkey, and then 150 grams of rice, and then 100 grams of beans, and then 100 grams of green vegetables. So I just play with that in different ways. Stuffed peppers, fajitas, tacos, bowls, things like that. But I like how he did it because it's like I'm obviously Spanish, Dominican to be specific. So I eat rice, beans, and chicken
I
every day.
wasn't gonna say, I wasn't gonna bring it up.
I eat rice, beans, and chicken every day, so that's something I cannot give up. Like I can't. I need my rice, I need my beans, and I need my chicken. So he made it so then like I could eat what I eat every day and be able to still lose weight. So
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely. Because if
he won't
not,
tell
you're
me the
gonna
macros.
be in a mindset that wouldn't be good.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter. Like as long as you're measuring it out and you have the grams down, like
mhm,
you're probably hitting the macros that he set for you in his mind. And a lot
yeah,
of times coaches will do that because they don't want people to get too number
comfortable.
fixated. Like him
I,
breaking down
I'm
those
not
grams
trustworthy
for you
yet.
is almost, it's like the same thing as the macros.
Yeah. I'm not trustworthy yet. He knows I'm
Yeah.
gonna see. Oh, I got 200 calories to play with. Let me what's this little bar of chocolate? But it's not the same. So
So I was just gonna say that too, right? It's not just because when you're counting your own calories and you know, right, that you like have that little bit of leeway, a lot of times you'll use it. Cause I find myself doing it too, like, oh shit, like I have 150 calories left and I'm not even hungry, you know what I'm saying? But let me see what I can squeeze in this little 150. But it's like if I had my meals spaced out and they were only given to me in grams, I wouldn't know, so I wouldn't do it.
mhm.
So he's actually really smart. That's actually a really good strategy. I like that.
Yeah, I like him a lot. I've been with him for like a year now. And like I said, this is my third personal trainer and he's definitely my favorite. Obviously, if I still have him. But yeah, he's really
Yeah,
good.
yeah. That's awesome. That's awesome. If there was anyone that was just kind of like starting out in the fitness world, would you be able to give them any tips?
I'd say just do you. Like if you're getting to the gym and you're going to the gym and you're there for 20 minutes and you're just doing cardio, just do it. Like just go. Whatever you're comfortable with, just go. Just get started. Like don't wait till Monday. Just go. I think that's the hardest part, getting the routine
Word,
in.
that's so.
Um, so even if you're, I don't even like if you're going to the gym and you're sitting in the sauna for 20 minutes, whatever, just go, just get it in the routine that you're going. So then you can figure out like once you see that, like, all right, I can go to the gym for an hour and then come home and still be home by 6 or 8. I don't, depends if you have kids or not. I don't know. Just figuring out how you can get that hour in, whether you're doing something or not, just preserving an hour for yourself, even if you're not like losing weight, you're not making progress, that's still an hour for yourself. Just figure out how you can take that and just figure that out, and then the rest will eventually come. Don't rush the process. It's going to come. You have your whole entire life to work out. That's something that I remind myself all the time. Like you have your whole entire life to work out. You have your whole entire life to get in shape, get healthy. Don't rush it. Just go and enjoy it.
Enjoy
Try to.
it. Word. Yo,
That's
I
it though.
love that. So I promote the same exact message. Like, you have your whole entire life to work on you, right? You're always a work in progress. That's just what it is. Like, as we grow, we're going to be constantly healing, constantly working on ourselves. But I think that you're right. Like, the first start is just familiarizing yourself with the environment and understanding that if this is going to be your new lifestyle and your new life, you have to ease into it and just going and just like getting familiar with, like you said, like the timing, even if you're just pulling up and you're getting out and you're going and you're walking around the gym, just familiarizing yourself with the equipment, with the surroundings, and then just kind of taking it slow, doing that 3 times a week until you're more comfortable in getting into a routine. And like you did, like do cardio for X amount of months before, you know what I mean? Like you reach out or you feel like you want to move on to something new. Just really familiarizing yourself and giving yourself the grace and the time that you need to be acclimated to a different situation. Um, so that's dope. I promote the same exact message. And then the nutrients part of it is huge. Like just
Yes.
teaching yourself what you're putting into your body and what nourishing your body really looks like and how it really makes you feel and how important nutrients really is, how important supplements really are. Um, and how good it feels to feel good.
Yeah. And I think like a lot of people don't realize um like 3 years ago when I would have lunch for like now I look at people having lunch and I'm like, how the hell are you eating that every day? How the hell are you
Yeah.
still running? But like
Yeah.
I used to go to the store for my lunch break and like stop at the store, get two patalitos, get a can of Coca-Cola, and then a fruit punch Arizona every day, like every single day. That's what I have for lunch every day. And you just you just can't do that. Like
Yeah.
you have
Yeah. Or
to, you have to like at least have some type of balance. Like people grow up and that's just like regular. But I think where we're from, it's not really regular to have like every color on your plate, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. I think it's just like whatever you got, you just eat it. You know what I mean? So I think getting away from that mindset and realizing like I do need a little bit of carbs, I need a little bit of veggies, and I need a lot of protein. Um, Balancing all your meals is definitely like very important, and like you can't outwork a bad diet no matter how hard you work. If your diet's bad, you're gonna gain or you're gonna maintain.
word.
Drinking, um I stopped drinking for a few months, and like the difference between like when you're drinking and you're not drinking, like when you're losing weight is absolutely insane. Like you don't realize how much like, and it's not even just the calories of like shots. Like a shot is 100 calories. It's not bad. But then once you're 4 shots in, what are you ordering to eat?
Exactly, exactly. So I'm glad that you just said that because that's very similar to my journey too. So I stopped drinking probably about 2 years ago, and like roughly like a year and a half, 2 years, and same thing. Like you can count your calories, you can incorporate that into your calories, but is that really what you want to be nourishing your body with? And then at the
Hmm.
same time, like you're not countering everything else that it entails, like the inflammation, like the things that it's doing to your stomach. Like you said, now you have stomach expansion. Now you're going to be eating for the rest of the night. Like, are you even going to care about your calories after your 2 shots in? Like, what is important to you? Like, what do your goals look like?
Yeah,
And of course, like I still have my homegirls still drink. Like I'll still go out with them and they'll have drinks and stuff, but my goals are different now. So like we'll find other ways to like do things and like enjoy life without really like harming ourselves. And I just found that the inflammation for me is huge. I can't go to the gym and work out when I'm super swollen and like super inflamed and like I don't want to feel like that.
yeah. And I think too, just like even hungover, like going to the gym hungover is just not, it's just not it. Like I've done that so many times and it's just like there's not that there's no point, but it's just like it's just not it. It's not a good feeling. Like when I leave the gym, I like to feel good, not like more like shit.
Right,
um,
right.
but yeah, I think just if I had advice, I'd say like have like an accountability partner, find someone that like wants to go to the gym and like is in a similar situation as you and start going to the gym with them like all the time. Like even right now, I don't really go to the gym by myself because it's just not like super duper fun. I'm not super in love with the gym that like that's where I want to go. Like that's where I want to spend 2 hours after work. No, it's 110% not. But like if I
Yeah.
go with my friend, it's a little bit more fun. Days that I don't want to go, she's like, let's go to the gym. And I'm like, all right, whatever, let's go. Days she doesn't want to go to the gym, I'm in the mood to go. So it gives you that balance of like if you don't have the motivation, someone else does. So getting an accountability partner, if you have the money, hire a personal trainer. Um, if you don't have the money and you don't know anything, just getting there, getting yourself into the gym, figuring out how where you can where that hour fits best for you, whether it's before work, after you put your kids to bed, whatever the hell, while your kids are at daycare, whatever the hell, just figure it out. Yeah, that'd be my advice for anyone starting out. If I could go back, that's what I'd focus on. And then if you fall
Wow, that
off,
was dope. Well, thank you so much for hopping on.
one more thing. If you fall
Go
off,
ahead.
because everybody falls off, you're gonna fall off. Just get back on. Don't wait too long. Don't wait too long to get back on. That's it now.
No, that was good. That was actually, I'm glad that you just said that. That was a good addition because you're right. Everybody has bad days. And I think we have to plan for that. We have to know that life happens and like we're going to fall into like chaotic points in our lives. But again, we have to remember what's important to us and we set these goals and we have to work to achieve them. And like you said, like if you fall off or if you're having a hard time, you got to get back on. We got to figure out, we got to think outside the box here. Like, how can we get back into a routine, regardless if it's like a restriction money, if it's a money restriction, if it's time restriction, if it's we end up in another pandemic and we can't get to the gym, how do we work out at home? Like, we really have to make sure that we're thinking outside the box and remembering that we come first.
Exactly.
Thank you so much for copping on. This was really dope. I really appreciate it. And I'm so proud of you. Congratulations on your journey. If you ever need anything, make sure you hit me up.
Yes,
We're on the same journey.
Hey, go cop that book. Go cop that book. Amazon. Sam
Word. Thanks so much, Thaliah. Have a good day.
You as well. Thank you.
Bye.